Hello, welcome to this playthrough of Elden Ring, where I will be in the co-pilot seat and Branwell will be driving. This is a lore playthrough, and in every video there will be spoilers because this is intended as a vehicle for Branwyn to explain her theories on the lore of the setting. So if you'd rather develop your own theories without being influenced by other people's, or don't want to be surprised on some of the deep lore of the game, this is not a straight playthrough of just playing gameplay focused. This is a lore focused playthrough. So you might want to give this a pass if you want to avoid big spoilers. With that said, I hope you enjoy the video. And we're back.
Welcome back, everyone. So I'm here with Thrith. We've just done the sad story of Eugene Blythe.
It was indeed very sad.
Yep. So, Selen or Millicent? Did we have another one?
I don't think so. We've done Fia. We've done the Grape Lady.
Yeah. So I think Selen's probably the best one to do because that will be that will be between Leonia and here and the Weeping Peninsula, so we can get that finished off.
Right, so that's the quickest to finish off, and Millicent's getting deeper and deeper into the map.
Yeah, yes. We'll have to. We can only go so far with Millicent until we have to. We have to do a bunch of things before we get back on her quest line.
There you are. Shall we commence the...
Yeah. Oh yes. No, I remember. We can't do Selen's quest line yet, so because we've got to get a thing from Mount Gelmir.
Okay.
So we can do Millicent. We can do Millicent. We can finish. We can finish. What's his name? The Ronin. What's the Ronin guy's name?
Is that Alexander? No, it's not Alexander.
No, it's not Alexander. Helped us fight Nagiris right at the beginning. We helped him fight an assassin at Raya Lucaria.
I'm blanking on the name.
Yeah, old warrior dude with the really long katana.
Oh, right, and the basket helmet.
Yes.
Ah, look who we have here. How delightful to meet a familiar face. I've been doing some learning of my own since then, actually, and will happily pass it along to you. I'm yet to find the noble Goldmask. I suppose he'll be closer to the Erd tree. The path ahead might be perilous, but tread it I shall. Since departing the Round Table Hold, I've come to understand, in my solitude, how little it is I truly know.
So we have to find the noble Goldmask for him so he knows where to go.
Now, I've vaguely heard of the Goldmask quest on a different, like a list video or something.
Yep.
This is one of those quests where there's, like a lot of these quests, there's more to it than seems at the front.
Oh yeah.
That does not look good.
No, that's a bleed dog. When the game first came out, these things had a bug that made them hit like every bike actually did like 3,000 hits rather than just one. And they have a bleed. They do a bleed proc.
Oh.
So Our friend isn't looking too good.
No.
Seems I am no match for you, but I've learned a thing or two myself. You see, I've sliced the finger off. Please. Please, Eleonora. Yield to the cessplant no longer. Do not stain the immaculacy of your sword. Your flesh. Your fire.
We get the Nagakiba from his corpse. However, we are about to get invaded.
I'm imagining this is Eleonora.
Yep. Now, there are a bunch of ways you can cheese this fight. But yes, she is a bloody finger. She has dragon incantations. And she is wielding her pole blade, which is one of the best, in my opinion, arcane weapons in the game. But it is a... she's going to breathe. Yep, that's bad. Okay, what are you doing? You're breathing. Hide behind. Battle of the Arcane. Battle of the Bleed builds, we win. You can cheese her out. It's kind of funny. We get the Purifying Crystal Tear and her pole blade, and the Nagakiba. So yes, this is Yura. Yura is his name.
Right. So I imagine following to at this point you get two really good weapons depending on which build you're running.
Yeah, the Nagakiba is a really good weapon. At this point, so to use the pole blade, we need strength 12 and dex 21. So I would have to level up quite a bit to use it. So we'll be sticking with the Reduvia for a little bit.
But once you get to that level, you'll be having a playstyle more like you usually do, from the sounds of it.
Yeah, I have changed up my playstyle a lot just recently. But yes, with Arcane, I enjoy the pole blade with the Arcane build. It hits a lot, and it's not like it's easier to upgrade than dual daggers, which is an issue, and that's the wrong spirit string. Okay, so we need to find the Noble Gold Mask, and usually I would go through the middle of this area to get the places, but let's do this quicker than I would usually do.
Right.
At the center of this is one of the minor Erd trees. There's a bunch of these worm faces, and this is where the Woodfolk ruins are. Woodfolk is a term from
Kingsfield again?
Kingsfield again, yes. They're the elves, basically.
Got it.
Yeah. So getting up, we want to go this way. There's a spirit spring and
a revving motorcycle.
Revving motorcycle in the background, yes. We have moved closer to the highway here, so that's the whole thing. And here we have the Noble Gold Mask. So Gold Mask here is a member of the Golden Order Fundamentalists. Yes, he is wearing a mask in the shape of the sun. And
he looks a little bit rotted.
Yeah, no, he's an ascetic. So Gold Mask here is the living incarnation of an old Buddhist parable about this Buddhist scriptures. They say are like a finger pointing at the finger of the master, pointing at enlightenment or pointing at the moon.
Right.
with the moon symbolizing enlightenment and so the idea is you read the scriptures so that you learn what it is to be enlightened, but the scriptures aren't enlightenment itself.
Something that a lot
So
of Abrahamic should know.
yeah, and like so it's like if your master is pointing at the moon and the moon is enlightenment and you just look at the finger, you're getting it wrong.
Right. This is the quote from Enter the Dragon that Bruce Lee uses. Yeah.
Yes. So he is pointing somewhere, and if you align yourself on the map, particularly once you get the next map piece, he's pointing at the secret back entrance to Raya Lucaria that you have to take to get in. That's what he's pointing at. He's not. You can see he's not pointing at the Erd Tree.
Right. Okay. So he's pointing at the secret entrance that we don't need. You don't need because you went in a different way.
No. You need to know. You need to know that's like you need to know where the secret entrance is. You can find it by exploring, but he is like just straight up. He's giving the hint of where you need to go. Because you theoretically could get stuck. Once we get in there, you'll see what I mean.
Got it. Okay.
While we're here, I'm quickly going to get my possibly. I'm not going to say it's my favorite outfit. I think it's the set of clothes that I use the most. These are the windmills of Dominula. Dominula is a village. If we attack these dancing women, then they will attack back. I think they also trigger at a certain point, but yeah, you go and pick these up, and then those things, the corpses that are on fire blow up, and it's a whole ambush. But you know, I'm just gonna go around. So yeah, I usually wear the noble set. It's basically Rodriguez's set, but it's got a blue cape.
Interesting. Okay.
You can use Rodriguez's red cape with it, and then it's just Rodriguez's set. But you know, I like blue.
Blue is good.
Blue also. So this Rodriguez cape gives you a bonus in vigor. The blue cape gives you a bonus in mind, so you get more. So this one gives you more hit points. The other one gives you more focus points. So yeah, but honestly, this armor gives us a better armor rating, so we're going to go with that. I'll tell Brother Corn about Gold Mask. That way, when we're over there next, we'll see him talking to Gold Mask, and he starts getting more incantations for us to use.
I'm sure that can't possibly go wrong.
Oh, well, absolutely not. No, Brother Corwin has a wonderful ending.
You will then. I'm yet to find the noble. I suppose the path ahead seems to.
Yeah. Truly, there's a no.
I'm yet to. I suppose the path ahead seems to. How little.
But I found him. Do you have to talk? Maybe you've got to talk to Gold Mask in order for the.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. In order to get the proc.
That's a pain. How much time are we?
We're at 13 minutes.
Oh, dang. Okay, so I will do this. Then we'll go to the Shaded Castle and get Millicent's arm.
Cool.
And then if we've got time, we can see Millicent in action because, you know, badass. Badass warrior women. We stand. We stand all of that.
Indeed.
Yeah, Millicent is possibly my favorite character of the people we meet. Just I don't know why. Yeah, so he doesn't say anything, which is why I don't think to press the button, you know?
Right, right.
Um
I wonder
but
if what is it? Patches is representative of the Taoist proverb about the person who asks the Taoist about how to become a thief,
yeah,
because
yes.
the ending of that is they go and do a heist together, everything's going fine, and then the Taoist leaves, setting off all the alarms. The would-be thief has to hide in a well, and when he finally gets out and sees the Taoist again, why did you do that? He said, well, you wanted to learn everything there is to be about being a thief.
Yeah. No, that's I yes, but in this case, Patches is the Taoist.
Yeah, that was my thought.
Yeah.
Well then,
No.
from your description,
Yes, it is Gold Mask.
coalesce the Golden Orden to you two.
Yeah, so he goes and meets Gold Mask. But we are going to the Shaded Castle.
Cool.
So the Shaded Castle is an area, is a poison swamp.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, we know we know how much certain creators like to build poison swamps. And yeah, this is another poison swamp. It's not as bad as the Lake of Rot or the Swamp of Aeonia, because it's not Scarlet Rot. It's just regular old poison.
I saw that said Ash of Bloodblade. Is that a bleed skill?
It is. It lets you do a blood projectile from a bladed weapon. It's
Cool.
very good.
It's kind of like what Reduvia already does.
Yes, it's exactly what Reduvia already does.
So it would
Reduvia.
let you... Go on.
Sorry, you go.
I was just going to say, so it would basically, if you do switch weapons, you can just carry on with the Reduvia thing.
Yes. Reduvia has better stat scaling and bleed than most weapons, even if you use a bleed ash. Reduvia does an insane amount of bleed damage.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's sort of interesting because somber weapons tend to be either extremely good or extremely bad. A lot of what they're good for is you get to use somber smithing stones on them, which is only a 1 to 10 scale rather than the rather than needing 12 of every single level of smithing stone. You just need 1.
So instead of 1 to 12, it's 1 to 10.
Yeah. So it's a lot more economically... it's not 1 to 12. It's 12 per level. So it's actually 120 smithing stones.
That's a whole lot more efficient.
Yeah.
Same proportion, but a lot different.
Yeah. So Reduvia is really is possibly the best dagger for a bleed dagger build in the game. It scales with arcane, so the blood scaling happens with arcane. Really, really good. You can see we are just chewing through these dudes. And yes, I know these guys are here.
Right. You're baiting them out to come out, yeah.
Yeah. And then around this corner is a clean rotten knight.
I'm noticing there's a lot of yellow fire going on here, so these things use madness? Or at
No.
least the ones down
No.
below seem to shoot some, like, yellow and black something at you.
Yeah, they're shooting wraiths, which are just dark spirits.
Okay.
So yeah, so Valkyrie's prosthesis. Once used by the one-armed Valkyrie, masterwork of craftsmanship. When Malai Marias, Lord of the Shaded Castle, embraced this prosthesis, he claimed to feel the presence of his personal goddess. This is one of Millennia's prosthetic arms.
From when she was smaller.
Yeah. Yes, probably. We're going to give this to Millicent so that she can fight by our side, which is the only thing she says she can do to repay us for our kindness.
She's passed. Are you giving me this arm? Thank you. I am in your debt yet again. I think if the arm serves well enough, it might be possible for me to wield a sword again. If the arms, it might be perhaps that.
Perhaps she can aid us in battle.
I'm curious. She's missing the same arm Millennia is. Is that part of what the rot does? Does it do that to everybody? Or is that just because she's Millennia's clone and it went through the same paths on her that it did through Millennia?
I think it's because she's Millennia's clone. I think was like I think that when she was born with the rot, much like Millennia was, and she is a closer clone to Millennia than any of the other sisters. So the rot started in her arm, basically.
Got it. Okay. So, yeah, it's because of being the clone. Cool.
Yeah. So, we can summon her for this field boss fight. Which is against a Godskin Apostle.
There she is on her way.
Yep, she's coming. I'm trying not to kill him too hard. Wait until she does her special. Yep. See, she's smart enough not to rush into. There she goes.
Oh wow, that is the Millennia thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the unblockable. Well, sorry, that's the almost undodgeable attack that Millennia does. I am trying to drink, game. Oh! Well, that doesn't help.
I haven't seen that happen yet.
It's because I was messing around trying to show off how cool Millennia is.
Yeah, no. I absolutely have been in the same positions myself. It's like, I want to see the cool thing. Let me see the cool thing.
Yeah. It's alright. We're not going to stand on ceremony this time. We'll wait for her to... Thing is, she won't charge in until, like, the enemy gets within range. Here we go.
I like the stance she has when she's approaching the enemy. It's just very straightforward.
Yes, go, my Valkyrie. Yes, again, do all of that bleed proc. She keeps getting knocked out of it, unfortunately. Yeah, that attack has 3 like phases. It's pretty nasty.
I heard you say bleed proc and was stretchy.
Oh yeah, no. The whole like inhuman physiology thing, the snake stuff that these guys do, yeah. So we get a whole bunch of souls, we get his weapon, we get an incantation that's Black Flame. And once we sit, we can talk to Millicent again.
Ah, we meet yet again. The arm you gave me truly is a thing of wonder. It feels just like my own. Even handling a sword. Perhaps it is foolish to say this to you of all people, but I am sure of my skill with the sword. Thus, I would have you call upon me in battle again, should you ever have the need. I would have you call it is the...
So yeah, so she is really cool. What's the time on the video?
25 minutes, so right past the threshold by about 2 minutes.
Awesome. Well, let's just very quickly. We'll go get the map to Lanedell very, very quickly.
Those things have red eyes. Those ladies have red eyes. So
Yeah.
It's not madness. What is it that's taken them?
Okay, so we're going to come back and take a look at them closer.
Okay, so that's a later video. Okay.
It is, but the quick answer while we're running to the next area is they're the ones that skin people to make the Godskin apostles' clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very folk horror.
Yeah. The Windmill Village is a place that also shows up in Eternal Ring. Eternal Ring. It's where there's a woman called Katya. I think it's Katya. I can't remember exactly, but there's a woman who is a member of the sorcerer race in Eternal Ring that sacrifices herself to teach the immortal godchild the meaning of death.
Okay.
And she stays in a windmill village on the northern coast of the island in that game. So that's probably Dominula. So they do a ritual where they they do a festival where they like somebody is sacrificed and made into made into clothing for the Godskin apostles as a like what I think it's a tribute to that because so the maidens there that wear like there's maidens that wear blue and there's maidens that wear gold, and the maidens that wear blue it's the item says that they have a special role in the festival.
Awesome.
And the woman who sacrificed herself in Eternal Ring wore blue, if I'm remembering right.
Okay.
So
blue,
yeah, there's
blue is sacrifice victim.
Yeah.
Victim in the oldest sense of the word.
Yeah. So we get a bunch of golden seeds here, and there's the map piece. So I can show you what I mean about like the secret back way in here. Okay, cool. So this is Lanedell Royal Capital.
Okay.
As you can see, like, this isn't a road. That's the divine bridge. That's way up in the air. You can't get in that way.
Okay. Cool.
That is just a wall. You go around here. This main entrance goes right into the water.
Flooded out. Yeah.
Yeah. No, flooded out. The level that you would come in through here yet just doesn't exist. It's a big old cliff into a lake.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so either there was something here and it got sunk and flooded, or this is a trap.
Got it. You said Rhea Lucaria, that's why I got confused, because Rhea Lucaria...
Oh, sorry, yes. My bad, this is Langdell.
Okay.
Yeah. This is not a way into Langdell. You can't get into the city from here. To get into the city, there is only one way in, and it's this back way.
So, if you look at the map, you get a little bit confused because there's these couple of bigger obvious paths, and you don't see that one. And Gold Mask will point the way a little bit off center towards where that is.
To this gate.
Got it.
Which is the actual way you've got to go. Here's the hint of where you have to go if you get stuck outside here.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Now, this gate is guarded by another field boss, which we can also summon Millicent for. Yeah, so you still got to get through that. You still got to be yay tall to get through this gate.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have access now to the whole of Altus Plateau. We will have access to the whole of Mount Gelmir next time. We can start those quests. Once we get through the city, we will get the mountaintops of the Giants area, which is, we're getting close to endgame at that point.
Cool.
There's only that area there, and then one final area, which is the floating city out there, and that's it. We have the belfry items, so we can go and see a couple of places, ahead. Next time, we've still got a ton of stuff to do.
We are seeming to do a little bit quicker than a lot of runs, but that's because you're doing a lot of stuff off camera.
Yeah, I'm running around and grabbing things,
and we're speeding through the lore bits. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. So there's the rest of we'll do the rest of the Shaded Castle as a thing we'll do later. We can do bits of Mount Gelmir now, or like very soon. We can do bits of Altus Plateau very soon. We also need to go and do the Divine Tower in Caelid, since we have defeated Radahn and we have that great rune.
Okay.
And that has more lore in it. So we want to go and do that as well. After we do the bottom of Mount Gelmir, we can go and do Sellen's questline.
Okay, cool. That seems like a couple of different avenues of investigation to do next.
Yeah,
and
we're getting to end of time. So let's finish here. Yeah. So we've got plenty to do, and see everyone next time.
I was going to say we're getting close to going to do the good playthrough next, but yeah.
Oh yes, that too.
Yep.
That too.
See you next time.